Last week and the beginning of this week were marked by successful strikes by Ukrainian drones on a number of facilities in the Russian Federation, in particular on an oil depot in Engels, Saratov Region. According to Obozrevatel media outlet, the high effectiveness of strikes on the rear of the aggressor country once again raises the question, what is Russian air defense? Where is it? At the turn of 2021 to 2022, the Moscow region and the Moscow were considered the most protected echeloned air defense region of Russia. In second place was the temporarily occupied Crimea, and in third place were a number of regions bordering EU countries and having objects of strategic importance on their territory. And one of these third-order regions was Saratov. And what about now? As of today, a controlled fuel burn continues at Engels oil depot, which was the result of a fall of debris. This fall destroyed at least 3 tanks of 120,000 cubic meters each, damaged 6 tanks, and left the strategic air fleet without 800,000 tons of fuel. As of the third year of Russia's full-scale war with Ukraine, the aggressor country's air defense suffered losses that became so critical for it that they affected the combat capability of this type of troops, not only in the combat zone but also in the rear of the Russian Federation. According to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, during the period of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the Russian occupation forces lost more than 1,040 units of air defense systems destroyed, damaged and captured. Obozrevatel recalls that according to data from various monitoring and OSINT groups, the losses of DOV air defense systems averaged SAM 9K33, OSA from 30 to 40, SAM 9K35 Strela 10 from 50 to 60 or about 100, Buck M1/2/3 air defense systems over 90 or about 150, Tor M1/2 air defense systems about 60 or about 100, Pantsir S1 air defense missile system about 30 or more than 50, S300/400 air defense systems about 30 or more than 50. In addition, the loss of about 100 radars of various types of functionalities has been confirmed, and according to unverified data, the ROV lost about 150. At first glance, the losses in the air defense category of the Russian occupation forces are not the most catastrophic in terms of quantity. If, for example, we compare it with the losses of tanks over 9,750 or ABMs over 20,270. But the difference between the air defense category and the rest is that it is extremely difficult to compensate for it. On the other hand, most of the lost assets are complexes that are not produced in Russia. While the ROV loses dozens of air defense systems every month, they can produce units. In the third year of the war, the air defense category has become one of the most scarce among the Russian occupiers, which they compensate for not so much through their own production or restoration, but by redeploying systems from distant rear regions of Russia to the combat zone in Ukraine or to the near rear zone of the Russian Federation.
Aerial footage showed the devastation caused by wildfires to neighborhoods in Los Angeles over the past week. The fires that have been burning homes and businesses in Los Angeles have killed at least 25 people, displaced thousands of others and destroyed more than 12,000 buildings in what might be the most expensive set of conflagrations in the nation's history. The blazes started January 7th, fueled by fierce Santa Ana winds that have posed problems for the large forces of firefighters deployed across several areas of the sprawling city. CAL FIRE reported that the Palisades, Eaton, Kenneth and Hearst fires have consumed about 63 square miles. CAL FIRE reported containment of the Palisades fire at 17% and the Eaton fire at 35% on Tuesday. The Palisades fire, along the coast, has been blamed for 8 deaths, while the Eaton fire farther inland has been blamed for 17 others, the LA County Medical Examiner's Office said. Nearly 30 people were missing. Investigators are still trying to determine what sparked the fires. They could be the nation's costliest ever. Government agencies haven't provided preliminary damage estimates yet, but AccuWeather, a company that provides data on weather and its impact, puts the damage and economic losses at $250 billion to $275 billion.